Bildchen. Ähm, wir machen weiter. Wir sind jetzt gerade in dem Dorf Distelum, also wir sind praktisch vom Schiff runtergefallen und sind dort gelandet und wollen jetzt halt Shion retten. Das Problem ist aber, dass wir jetzt unsere Vergangenheit erfahren haben und wissen, dass, also wir wissen jetzt halt wieder, wer wir sind, mehr oder weniger, und haben unser Schmerzempfinden wieder, was ein bisschen, ja, schwierig für uns ist. Genau, wir sollen jetzt mit allen unseren Gruppenmitgliedern sprechen. Und darum kümmern wir uns jetzt dann auch bald. Wo zum Teufel sind wir? Ich sehe hier allerlei Bäume, die ich nicht kenne. Gibt es irgendeine Hoffnung, dass wir nach Mahak-Sa zurück können? Also ich werde jetzt erstmal kurz hier alles absuchen. Und dann spreche ich mit denen. Ich musste viel Tod um mich herum erleben, um dahin zu gelangen, wo ich jetzt bin. Sowohl als Sklave als auch auf dem Weg hierher. Jetzt will ich nur noch den Rest meiner Tage in Ruhe und Frieden leben. Also bitte macht keinen Ärger, während ihr hier seid. An der Küste dort wimmelt es von Fahrzeugen. Ich werde euch nicht aufhalten, hinzugehen, aber bitte bringt keine zurück mit ins Dorf. Genau, da waren wir aber auch schon. Ich bin überrascht, dass ich nach dem schlimmen Schiffsunglück überhaupt noch lebe. Gut, ich sehe hier nichts, das verdorben oder giftig ist. Es ist wichtig, dass wir hier alles, was wir essen, gut untersuchen. Es gibt hier keine Ärzte oder Medizin. Ein Fehler und wir haben Probleme. Bist du einer der Flüchtlinge aus Pelegion? In diesem Fall muss ich dich vor etwas warnen. Unser Dorf ist geheim. Unternimm zum Schutze aller bitte nichts, was renäische Aufmerksamkeit erzeugen könnte. Ja, das ist extrem wichtig. Okay. Kriege ich hin, denke ich. Ich habe noch nie Renäer getroffen, die nicht zuvor aus Pelegion geflüchtet waren. Ihr, verratet uns aber nicht an die Renäer, oder? Nur um sicher zu gehen. Nehmt euch nicht einfach Essen, ohne zu fragen. Unsere Feldfrüchte sind eine lebenswichtige Ressource, die wir hier mit allen teilen. Ja. Die Ernte wächst prächtig und gesund heran. Die sehen aus, als wären sie echt lecker, wenn sie erntereif sind. Wenn man aus Pelegion flieht, muss man Moore, Wasserfälle und dichte Wälder durchqueren, um endlich hier zu landen. Danach kommt nur noch das Meer. Von ihr aus kann man nirgendwo hinfliehen. Also wenn die Renäer uns irgendwann finden, haben wir ein Problem. Wenn ihr die Schimmerfallwälder durchquert und an den Aureum-Wasserfällen vorbeigeht, könnt ihr Pelegion in der Ferne erblicken. Wobei mir schon Schauer über den Rücken laufen, wenn ich nur an dieses Schloss denke. Also keine Reise, die ich persönlich empfehlen könnte. Wir ernähren uns hier hauptsächlich von Fisch und den wenigen Feldern, die wir hier im Dorf bestellen können. Manchmal gehen wir auch in den Wald, um zu jagen oder Obst zu finden, aber das ist ein riskantes Unterfangen, daher können wir es nicht oft wagen. Bitte, leg endlich ein paar Eier. Ich will in meinem Leben ausnahmsweise mal was anderes als Fisch essen. Dieses Dorf wurde von Überlebenden gegründet, die von Terrorregime in Pelegion flüchteten. Sie waren auf der Suche nach einem besseren Leben fernab von der Unterdrückung durch die Renäer und ließen sich schließlich hier nieder. Es ist jedoch Jahre her, dass die letzten Flüchtlinge herkamen. Ich weiß gar nicht mehr sicher, wie lange genau. Ich frage mich, was dort geschehen sein könnte, das den Strom an Menschen abreißen ließ. Einer der Gründe, weshalb dies der perfekte Ort zum Verstecken ist, sind die Berge um uns herum. Sie schützen uns vor renäischen Augen. Seid ihr Fremde? Hab noch nie jemanden gesehen, der nicht aus diesem Reich kam. Ja, Großvater hat immer gesagt, wir sollen nicht mit Leuten wie euch reden, weil ihr unheimlich und gemein seid. Ich habe überall nach ihm gesucht, aber ich kann Mahava einfach nicht finden. Verdammt, warum musste er der Einzige sein, der mit dem Schiff untergegangen ist? Wie es scheint, gab es ein großes Schiffsunglück. In letzter Zeit wurden Menschen und Dinge mit der Flut angespült.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Wir sollten darüber nachdenken, was getan werden muss.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Xion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Ich denke, jetzt wäre eine gute Gelegenheit für dich, mal über die Dinge nachzudenken. Ja, nee, ich gebe ihr recht. Er kann kein schlechter Mensch gewesen sein. Also, er kann kein schlechter Mensch sein, wenn er sich halt schlimm fühlt mit dem, was passiert ist. Und ich meine, er kann ja nicht wirklich sagen, was genau da passiert ist.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Xion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Xion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Lass dir von mir gesagt sein. Es ist wirklich schwer, wenn man ganz allein ist. Die Arme. Achso, stimmt, hier wollte da abbiegen und nicht da rein. Ich glaube, da kommen wir her. Muss jetzt noch mal kurz nachschauen. Genau.
What will I even accomplish going alone?
Oh, Eule. Oh, Schuh. Die ist ja cute. Also die fand ich jetzt wirklich voll süß. Okay, hier versteckt sich nichts mehr. Gut, dann reden wir jetzt mit Law.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Xion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Xion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Harte Worte, aber wenn er wo er recht hat, hat er recht. Ich glaube an dich, Alphen.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
So, ich gucke hier kurz drüber. Ich glaube, wir sparen hier tatsächlich mal da drauf.
Look sharp, people! If we don't act fast, they're going to...
Also wir brauchen auf jeden Fall Duhal in meinem Team. Weil er der Heiler ist. Ich bin gerade am Überlegen. Wir Law erstmal rausnehmen dann. Ich glaube, das machen wir einfach, weil ich mal Kisara auch im Kampf sehen will.
Right. We need to hurry.
Wo kommen auf einmal Zeuge her? Warum ausgerechnet jetzt? Wir sind erledigt. Wir werden alle sterben. Die arbeiten hier alle weiter, oder wie? Selbst wenn wir auf Pferden fliehen wollen, sind wir hier einfach zu viele Leute, um alle zu evakuieren. Und wohin sollen wir fliehen? Hat sich darüber mal jemand Gedanken gemacht? Ja. Oh je, das sind schlechte Neuigkeiten. Wir müssen fliehen. Sofort. Ich hatte eine so vielversprechende Ernte, bis die Zeuge kamen und alles zerstörten. Dieses Dorf hat keine Chance. Wir haben nicht mal Waffen, um uns zu verteidigen. Oder Boote, was das angeht. Sollen wir einfach ins Meer springen und aufs Beste hoffen? Dieses Dorf hat keine Chance. Wir haben nicht einmal Waffen, um uns zu verteidigen. Ah, das hatten wir schon. Jetzt. Wir mussten uns nie Sorgen machen, dass die Zeuge auftauchen. Also warum jetzt? Zeuge nahen. Haben die Renäer das Dorf schlussendlich aufgespürt? Wir können nirgendwo hin. Dieses Dorf ist alles, was wir haben.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Dougal policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
You picked the wrong fight.
Crazy. Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
more where that came from.
Double demon fang! It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest.
Here goes!
Orochi's fury! Damn it! It's too fast!
The extend back. You.
I'll trip it up.
Destruction! Orochi's fury!
This one's mine!
Tempest Wall! Celestial Hammer! Ice Prison!
Take this!
One
You're
minute,
finished!
wait!
Catapult! Destruction!
Lightning Meteor!
Crush! Catapult! Double demon fang!
All in order.
Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind!
I have no limits! Double demon fang!
Dazzling Stick! Make it rain!
Sweet dreams!
Tiger I'm ready!
Destruction!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistleum was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Xion?
Of course not. Xion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. but ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almadria was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almadria. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Ja. Okay, das ist so, wie ich mir gedacht habe, dass ich aktuell immer noch nirgendwo hinreisen kann. Ich meine den Eulenwald. Ja.
Okay.
Ihr wisst, wie man gegen Zeuge kämpft. Da muss ich euch um einen großen Gefallen bitten.
Why?
Ihr scheint wirklich in einer ernsten Notlage zu stecken. Ich hätte schwören können, dass wir bereits alle Zeuge ausgelöscht haben, die ins Dorf gelangen wollten. Oh, ihr wart das? Die Zeuge versuchen gar nicht, uns anzugreifen. Sie stehlen unsere Fische. Eure Fische? Ja, diese Affenzeuge haben riesige Arme. Sie schlagen mit ihnen auf die Wasseroberfläche und erzeugen so massive Schockwellen. So betäuben sie die Fische, damit diese an die Oberfläche treiben und dort einfach weggeschnappt werden
Damn
können.
it.
Irgendwie haben sie das in letzter Zeit gelernt und sie sind verdammt gut darin geworden, weil es uns hungrig macht. Da sitzt ihr echt in der Patsche.
What?
Verdammt richtig. Es ist ja nicht so, dass Fische an Bäumen wachsen. Diese Raubfischerei ist nicht gut für unsere Gewässer.
Is that so?
Oh, es geht also eher darum, wie sie fischen, als um den Fakt, dass sie euch die Fische wegschnappen? Ihr seid die Einzigen, die das Zeug dazu haben, diese verrückten Affen zu vertreiben. Können wir uns auf eure Hilfe verlassen? Wir schauen mal, was wir tun können.
Okay.
Auf jeden Fall. Wir werden diese fiesen, fischenden Zeuge ein für alle Mal vertreiben. Ich hätte es selbst nicht besser formulieren können. Die Situation hat sich echt erzürnt, da sie selbst Anglerin ist.
Great job.
Das ist äußerst nett von euch, Ma'am. Tut mir leid, dass ich euch das aufbürde, aber wir wissen das sehr zu schätzen. Dann machen wir jetzt kurz diese Nebenquest.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
Okay. Das ist die Frage. Finde ich die hier oder finde ich die drüben? Nein, das Wasser ist ja direkt an der Küste. Das sieht auch nicht danach aus. Dann vielleicht tatsächlich drüben. Bisschen zu weit. Jetzt können wir hier auch Sachen kaufen und das ist auch ganz gut, weil ich bestimmt neue Waffen herstellen kann. Da fehlt uns leider der Eiszapfzahn, aber den kriegen wir bestimmt noch. Bei ihr können wir gerade nichts herstellen. Bei ihr auch nicht. Okay, aber hier können wir das zumindest herstellen.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately? Ich glaube, die holen wir drüben. Wir kaufen jetzt noch nicht, weil vielleicht finden wir davon was. Machen das dann später.
You can never be too
Aber
prepared.
genau.
but did we have to spend so much? Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Da lang. Wollen wir uns mal auf den Weg machen.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Das sieht hier auch nach einem Tropengebiet aus.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Orochi's Fury! You picked the wrong fight! Orochi's Fury!
Negative gate! I'll take out the legs with my shield!
Now!
Ridwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
On your knees.
Dazzling spin!
Demon Fang! Orochi's Fury!
With the earth! Crescent moon!
I'm ready!
Dohalim!
All yours, Kisara!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Also ich glaube, hier eine Eule zu finden, ist gar nicht so einfach. Sind es da oben vielleicht die Affen?
There it is. That's our target.
Ja.
No choice!
Light astral
Shield Crush! Orochi's Fury!
Falling to the wind!
Clear across the path!
Are those
Orochi's
earthly
Fury!
natural?
You're mine! Huh?
Raging storm! More where that came from! Celestial hammer!
Orochi's Fury!
Tunnel!
I'm ready!
Ridwell! Frozen!
Hammer! Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Eldon.
Wieder hochgehen, sind wir direkt hier. Ich würde jetzt erstmal... Ich glaube, ich würde erst hier lang, dann hier runter, dann dahin. Dann wieder vielleicht hier lang. Oder wir laufen so. Das überlege ich mir noch.
Menancia Pride.
Andererseits, wir könnten auch eine Runde machen. Wir können jetzt auch einfach hier lang. Hier hoch, dann das absuchen, dann hier rein. So und dann so durch. Das ginge auch. Weil ich denke, dass es da weitergehen wird.
Hi, Hoodle!
Oroshi's fury!
Our arts are being interrupted.
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
I'm ready!
Kisara, frozen!
Hammer!
Can you take it?
Shining super
Destruction!
cascade!
Hits on!
Tornado drive!
Destruction! Oroshi's fury!
More for the sun!
Everlasting darkness!
Negative gate!
On
It's
your
over!
Stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
air pressure!
Photon raging cascade!
We did it!
Sealed!
Oroshi's fury!
Tiger
I'll be
Blade!
saving now!
Long! Say! Blow them away! A comfortable win.
Ich habe es gefunden. Eigentlich wollte ich ja gar nicht so weit vordringen, aber ich wollte die Eule holen.
Ho, 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 ho.
Ho, 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 ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
You're... saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Okay. Wir sind hier also schon mal richtig. Kurz mal gucken. Genau. Da lang, dann hier runter.
Coming through!
Oroshi's fury!
Head, go
Demon Fang!
Jake, waterfall!
Begin!
Crush!
In here!
Destruction!
Make it rain!
In an instant! Impact Cross!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Right, here goes!
May
Oroshi's
1,000
fury!
gales tear you to shreds!
Double Demon Fang!
Gusty nail!
Going in!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious!
Destruction!
Resonate with the
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun?
Finished!
No way.
Pressure!
Stand to
Here
the
I
wind!
come! You're finished! Destruction! Double Demon Fang! Destruction! Orochi's Fury!
I'm ready! Dohaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Going in.
Thunderblade! Too much to handle?
Make it rain!
Long! Take! Blow them away!
Firmament Render!
I'll face you!
Arrow Squall!
Pounce it!
Make it rain!
Dohalim! In an instant!
Impact Cross!
A comfortable win.
Also wir können jetzt mindestens eine Waffe herstellen, weil wir haben endlich den Eishaftzahn.
Coming through! Orochi's Fury!
Light Astral Energy!
Tiger
Blade!
Lion's Howl!
Sleep now!
Mirage!
Can you take it?
Tiger Blade!
Here I come!
Light Astral
You're
Energy!
finished!
More where that came from!
Far enough!
Seal!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
I'm ready!
Sleep now!
Double Demon Fang!
Force of regeneration!
Tiger
Double
Blade!
Demon Fang!
Lion's Howl!
I can do this all day!
Double Demon Fang!
Hit!
Great!
Go
Next!
get him! Charge the
Double
light
Demon
magic
Fang!
exam!
Make it rain!
Freeze Lancer!
I can feel my power growing!
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Ja, das machen wir jetzt auch sofort. Okay. Also ich meine, das ist sehr schön gemacht. Ja, aber ist halt leider nichts. Zeuge sind nicht das Einzige, auf das man achten muss. Mutter Dana kann genauso unerbittlich sein. Aber ich tue, was ich kann, um zu helfen. Okay. Jetzt gucken wir mal. Den kann man auf jeden Fall herstellen. Aber wir gucken erst mal weiter, nicht, dass das irgendwo noch brauche. Wir haben aber die falsche wieder ausgerüstet. Ich mache den Fehler auch immer wieder, sobald ich Sachen herstelle, die ein bisschen schlechter sind als das, was ich gerade ausgerüstet habe. Okay, wir können jetzt Schafe herstellen.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Dann rüste ich schnell um. Wir machen jetzt mal kein Lager auf.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch? Discourteous, aren't you?
What a kind of destruction!
Light Astral
Orochi's fury! Eat dirt!
Simian pets. I shall seal you where you stand.
Double demon claw!
More for the
Double
stockpile!
demon fang!
Elusive deity!
Smash you!
Make it rain!
How's this? Law!
Hey!
Blow them away!
Going in!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Now! And Ridwell! Frozen!
Hammer! Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Wir haben ja auch nichts übersehen. Natürlich haben wir was übersehen. Da müssen wir wieder lang.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Orochi's fury!
Nothing gets by me!
Hit!
Demon
Take
fang!
it!
Tiger Blade! Lion's
Double
Roar!
demon fang! Orochi's fury!
I'm
Tiger
ready!
Blade!
All yours, Kisara!
Ah!
Raging Luna Sword!
Wind
Rattlesnake
Astrolance!
Wave!
Hands in the wind!
Tiger Blade!
Light Astrolance! Magic is there! Spread!
On your
Down
feet!
line!
Air
On
thrust!
guard!
You're mine!
Now!
You're finished! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Raging Cascade!
Begin!
Orochi's fury!
Shattering the...
Now!
Elusive deity!
I feel sprightlier than before.
What's this thing?
Okay.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Orochi's fury!
Wow!
I missed
Double
your
demon
fang! This one's all mine!
Flaming meteor! I owe you one for
Eat
that.
dirt! Double demon fang!
Tiger blade! Law! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Aw, too shy to come over.
Can't get
Here,
out of
let
this!
me help.
Double demon fang!
Das war nicht das Versprechen.
Tiger blade!
I'm ready!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Flaming meteor!
I'll face you!
Now!
Elusive
Law!
deity!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Wir erstatten kurz Bericht wegen der Nebenquest.
Okay.
Wie läuft's mit den Affenzeugeln?
Okay.
Wir haben sie alle ausgelöscht. Eure Fische sind vorerst sicher. Oh, ja, das ist gut. Dann müssen wir jetzt nicht mehr hungern.
Yes!
Ich liebe es wirklich zu angeln. Es gibt nichts Besseres, als rauszugehen und seine getreue Angel auszuwerfen. Oh, eigentlich benutzen wir hier Netze zum Fischen. Damit geht's viel einfacher.
Really?
Ihr tut was?
Hm.
Sie fischen lieber große Mengen, wohingegen du den Nervenkitzel des Zweikampfs schätzt. Das ist einfach ein anderer Ansatz. Wenn du mal einen Angelpartner suchst, komme ich gerne mit.
Dohalim.
Dohalem. Oh, hier geht's ganz schön zur Sache. Sieht so aus, als hättest du einen ganz schönen Brocken am Haken, Kumpel. Wie auch immer, danke für eure Hilfe mit den Affenzeugeln. Jetzt können wir wieder in Ruhe fischen.
Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll trust your judgment, Kisara.
Little help!
Orochi's fury!
Look sharp!
Resonate with the earth!
Orochi's fury!
Optic
On
waterfall!
your knees!
Crush!
In
Did
here!
you see this coming?
Destruction!
Roll! More for the stockpile!
Orochi's down!
Tempest!
Plenty left!
Mirage! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
Time to
behind
let
me.
it rip! Got it! I'll leave it to you! Destruction! Orochi's generation!
Regenerate! Sleep now!
It's on!
Don't suffer in silence!
This one!
Double demon fang! Orochi's fury!
Benediction
We
life!
did it!
One
Double
snake
demon
blade.
fang! I owe you one!
Tiger blade!
Orochi's fury!
Now!
Howl! Ringwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Genau, das ist der Weg, wo wir noch nicht lang waren.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Orochi's fury!
On guard!
Orochi's
Charge
fury!
like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Crush! You're mine! You're finished!
Catapult! Tempest!
Double demon fang! Orochi's fury!
Far enough!
Sweet dreams!
Catapult!
Falling storm!
Double demon fang!
I'll be saving this
Destruction!
one!
Make it rain!
Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Let's see what you've got.
Orochi's fury!
Falling storm! I'll stop
You
its
picked
charge!
the wrong fight!
Kisara!
Bestow
Double demon fang!
This one's mine!
I'm ready! All yours, Kisara!
Ah!
Benediction light.
Orochi's fury!
Raging
Oh,
storm!
too shy to come over!
Orochi's fury!
Here, let me help! I'm ready!
Light astral energy! Lightning
This
condemned!
one's mine!
Thunderblade!
Water snake wing!
I'm ready! All yours, Kisara!
Ah!
On your
Stardust!
This one's mine!
Thunder field!
Destruction! Double
Raging
demon fang!
cascade!
Crescent, make it rain!
Destruction!
All yours, Kisara!
Ah!
I feel the power flowing through me.
You'll be able to help even more people now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I will.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Double demon fang!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
Double demon fang! Orochi! Mirage!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
Here I go!
Magic is there!
Pounce it!
In here!
Shine! Radiant light!
Yeah.
Force of regeneration!
Double demon fang!
Make it
Orochi's fury!
Say! Ha! Blow them away!
Pistol!
Lightning orb! More
Raging
reduction!
lunar storm!
Make it rain!
Raging condemned!
Say! Ha! Blow them away!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Ja, nun haben wir leider damit angefangen, gerade nicht so viel, dass wir den guten EP-Boost haben. So, wir haben nichts übersehen.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you a million times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
So, was kochen wir diesmal? Wir machen diesmal die Verteidigung ein bisschen höher. Ziert um 25 Minuten. Wir nehmen das.
That was nothing.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
Ja, sehe ich auch so. Ich werde jetzt hier ein bisschen noch mal gucken. So. Den haben wir auf jeden Fall ziemlich viel. Da war noch nichts. Okay. Dann.
I'd like to check their...
Instance.
wares, if you don't mind.
So, noch ganz kurz hier, weil ich habe gesagt, ich will mir hier dann die Ausrüstung kaufen.
Did we really just spend that much money?
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That make sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh! It's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Ach ja. Ich finde es ganz süß, dass es hier wirklich so ein Pärchending praktisch gibt. Also, es wird ja so ein bisschen, sage ich mal, angedeutet, dass Rinwell und Law aufeinander stehen, dass Duhalem und Kizawa aufeinander stehen und natürlich haben wir für Alphen Shion. Ja, und ich mag das.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
There's always a way, right? and it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go. Is it just me, or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though, there are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almadria. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
I'll do my best!
Orochi's
This
Fury!
one is mine!
You can't get out of this! Double Demon Fang! Orochi's
It's a
Fury!
duel of the arts!
I'm ready!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
Orochi's Fury!
All thanks to you.
Orochi's Fury!
Natural energy!
You've got a knack for battle.
I still plan on training.
That's what I like to hear.
Double Demon Fang! Orochi's Fury! Double Demon Fang! I'm ready!
Rinwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Didn't even break a sw-
Okay, ich muss es kurz ändern. Und zwar so. Weil mich nervt es, dass sie nicht mehr auf der 3 ist, so wie es vorher. Ich verklick mich da gerade die ganze Zeit. Und wir laufen natürlich mit Rinwell auch rum.
What?
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
Hi, Hoodle!
Orochi's Fury!
Piercing roar! I'm gone!
Divine strength!
Eat dirt!
I'm gone!
Orochi's Fury! Here I come!
Make it rain!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
Orochi's Fury!
All thanks...
Frozen!
Hammer!
Dance in the wind!
Orochi's Fury!
This one's mine!
Prepare to be
Down
sealed!
in there with the others!
Can't get out of
Now!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu. Seriously? Is this a joke? This one's mine!
Negative
Raging storm!
Resonate with the I'll take you all off!
I'm ready! You're lost!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Dance in the wind!
Orochi's fury!
Elusive deity! I'll
Light
face you!
astral energy! Lightning can
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
And
There are two interrupted! This one's mine!
Here I come!
air
You're
drop!
finished! Double
Light
demon
astral
fang!
lightning
one's
condemn!
mine.
Thunder blade!
Falling storm!
Orochi's fury!
Time to shine!
Thunder field!
Destruction! It's on!
This
Now!
one's mine!
demons descend! Flashing fang!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Okay. Das goldene Gelee. Erstmal ist nichts.
Hi, Hoodle!
Orochi's fury!
Falling storm!
Don't mind if I do!
Double demon fang!
Can you take
Orochi's
it?
fury!
Not so fast.
Is it high? Dispatch
I'm
it out
ready.
again.
Yo, Halim!
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Damn it! It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest.
Resonate with you. Stalagmite. I'm ready.
Yo, Halim!
All yours, Kisara.
Orochi's fury!
Raging Luna Sword.
Tiger
Deal!
blade!
Now!
Doubling! In an instant! Impact cross!
To achieve such harmony.
Takes a singular will.
Discourteous, aren't you?
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds!
Orochi's fury!
Gusty nails!
Destruction! Orochi's fury! Be careful, everyone.
Now!
This one is
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Orochi's
This
fury!
one's mine!
Certainly not.
Orochi's
Feel
fury!
it! More for the thunder
Destruction!
blade!
Get behind me!
Now!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Lightning condemned!
On guard!
Thunder
Can you
blade!
take it? Does it hurt? Tempest!
Double demon fang!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Go no further!
Orochi's fury!
This
Not
one's
on my
mine!
watch!
Dazzling spin!
They're surrounding us! Wind
It's
astral
on!
energy! More where that came from! Art expert coming through!
The
Feel!
enemy wields art too.
We'll soon see about that!
You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning condemned!
Begin!
I'm ready!
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Hit!
Snake to the
Whoa!
abyssal
Hey!
deep!
One at a
Clear
time!
for the path!
Now!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Photon blast! Hands in the wind! Air thrust! Photon blast! Raging cascade!
Double demon
In
fang!
here!
This'll come in handy.
Destruction! Double Demon Fang!
Make it rain!
Whew, looks like we came out on top.
We just need to make sure we stay there.
Right, and without totally overdoing it.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try, but that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
Gotta break through!
Raging Cascade!
Crush!
On guard!
Orochi's Fury!
I'll be
Rotating
waiting.
pile
Tiger blade!
Tornado
Blah, blah,
drive!
blah, close one. Lightning can you
I
got
can
company.
carve through armor!
On guard!
Resonate with the
Now
earth!
for something special.
Tiger blade!
On your knees!
Now!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
This one's
with
Orochi's
mine!
Fury! This one's all mine!
Air pressure!
Make it rain!
Double Demon!
Frozen.
Hammer!
Nicely done.
Raging
All
Fury!
four to you!
Orochi's Fury!
Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
I still got a ways to go!
Little help!
Crush! Orochi's Fury!
Falling storm!
Tempest Storm!
Time to shine!
Light Astral Lightning Condemn!
Elusive deity!
Double Demon Fang!
On guard!
Arch require complete focus!
Tiger blade!
Regenerate!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over! Come one, come
Who
all!
said anything about letting off?
Double Demon Fang!
Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Certainly
Orochi's
not.
Fury!
Tiger blade!
What would I do without you? Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
Looks like we won.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Orochi's Fury!
Thunder Blade!
Air pressure!
Eat dirt!
Plenty left!
Lightning
Orochi's Fury!
Here goes!
I'm ready!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Going in!
Certainly not.
Look sharp!
Destruction!
You want me? Come get me! On guard!
I'm ready!
Orochi's Fury!
Law!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
May 1,000 gales tear you
On
to
guard!
shreds!
Elusive deity!
Dusty nail!
Rotating
One
pile
more
Demon
driver!
Fang!
Now!
Resonate with the earth!
Frozen!
Hammer! Next time, do you think we could add some more flames into the mix?
Huh? It's not that easy to adjust, you know.
I shall ensure you survive this.
They're all coming after me.
I'm coming, Manuel.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
This one's all mine. Eat dirt.
Freeze!
Going in!
Orochi's fury!
Now!
Tiger Blade!
I'm ready!
Doubling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
No one can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Destruction!
Tiger Blade!
Let's get you all tucked away.
Double Demon Fang! Orochi's fury!
Tiger Blade!
Now!
Lion Cowl!
Demons descend!
Flashing Fang! Resonate with the earth!
Falling Storm!
Wind Astral Energy! Up and out!
I'm ready! Air pressure!
Light Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer! Good to know my training is paying off.
This might be some decent equipment.
Ist nicht bei ihm? Oh, das war bei ihr, okay.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Target's weiter.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even halfway? Are you serious?
That's no reason to... Little
It's
help!
all mine. Destruction! Orochi's fury!
Begin!
Sleep well.
Tiger Blade!
Destruction! Orochi's fury!
Can't get out of this!
Right here! I got
How anticlimactic!
Lightning orb! All right, it's showtime!
I'm
Double
ready!
Demon Fang!
Magic
Orochi's
Exam!
fury!
Air thrust! Light astral energy!
Destruction!
Hold on to your arm!
Orochi's
Here
fury!
I come!
Deity!
piercing roar! Time to shine!
Your blade moves like silk.
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
This one's mine! Tiger Blade! Lion Cowl!
Elusive deity!
Careful!
Begin!
Tiger Blade!
Destruction! Orochi's fury!
Get on in there with the others!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Okay, scheint so, als würde jetzt gleich ein Kampf kommen. Okay, dann speichern wir zwischen. Machen danach den Kampf und ich bin am Überlegen, danach dann auszumachen. Aber das entscheide ich spontan.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Also das Tier ist süß im
Watch your
Gegensatz,
feet.
wenn man, also, wenn man es zum Drachen sieht, zu dem, gegen den wir schon gekämpft haben.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way.
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal!
Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us?
Shining supernova.
Now we're not
Going in.
The flashing part's their weak point.
Na,
Sealed. More resistance.
Destruction! You picked the wrong fight!
Tiger Black!
Orochi's Fury!
take this! A thrilling performance.
Dance in the wind.
Begin!
Sleep now.
Elusive deity! Begin!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me!
Orochi's Fury!
Can you take it?
More where that came from. Lightning condensed. Thunderblade.
Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver!
Destruction!
Dazzling spin!
Can you take it?
You're mine!
Elusive deity!
Magic is
Rotating
in.
pile driver!
Sleep
Here
now.
I come!
This'll
Destruction!
come in handy.
Crush!
Begin!
This
Orochi's
one's
Fury!
mine!
Tempest Flow.
Hooray!
Dohalim.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
Resonate with the earth!
Orochi's Fury!
Time to shine!
Destruction!
Here goes.
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Sleep now.
Orochi's Fury!
I'll be saving
You're
this one.
mine!
Shield and face!
More where that came from. May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds.
Elusive deity!
Piercing roar!
What in the world?
Dohalim!
I'm alright.
Dazzling spin!
Still standing.
Raging
Destruction! Double
Thank
team!
you.
tunnel.
Rotating pile
Light
driver!
astral energy. Not on my watch.
Benediction light.
Dance in the wind.
Heal!
Air
In a
thrust.
bind?
Its wings are lighting up.
It's getting ready to attack!
Air thrust. Dance in the wind.
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on! Crescent moon! Tiger blade! Nice! We've almost got this!
Almost isn't quite there yet.
I like your attitude. I'm right with you, Captain.
Dance in the wind.
Destruction! Orochi's Fury!
Raging lunar storm!
My head's spinning just watching you. Tiger blade!
It's getting stronger.
It's switching up its movements. Watch out!
Such unadulterated fury.
You're finished! Orochi's Fury!
Pierce down!
I'm in your debt, Dohalim.
Then tonight's meal is on you.
You've got
Benediction
what to make.
Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Light astral energy.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Eat dirt!
Get on in there.
Orochi's
Radiant.
Fury!
Law. Demons descend.
Flashing fang!
so. Erledigt.
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistle made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Xion needs us.
Okay, hier wartet uns auch nichts mehr.
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Dohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings, let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Xion's waiting for us.
Ja. Retten wir endlich Xion. Ich will die wieder im Team haben.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Raging Fury!
Raging Cascade!
Double Demon Fang!
Resonate
Take this!
Sleep now. Get on in there with the others. Not on my watch.
Raging Fury!
I think the enemy's getting desperate.
Got them where we want them.
Don't tip your hand, though.
My Astral Energy Raging Cascade! Seal!
Look sharp!
Let's get you all
You're
back.
mine! Double Demon Fang! Raging Fury!
Now!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Okay, wir können da irgendwie runterfallen. Und dann sind wir wahrscheinlich wieder unten. Das ist jetzt die Frage. Ich muss es erst ausprobieren.
Are you insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Yeah.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch.
guess they're okay.
Okay, bisher hat uns das ja noch nicht so viel gebracht, dass wir da runtergesprungen sind. Das war, glaube ich, ein Orangengelee.
I guess we can take this?
Poodle, shake off that water. Woo!
Are we ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Rinwell. Positive thinking is everything.
Okay, die wirkt echt ewig lang. Ich glaube, wir sind halt wieder komplett unten angekommen, so. Ich glaube, wir haben es bald geschafft.
We finally reached the top.
Ach krass, wir
My
sind
limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
nicht mal da wieder zurückgekommen, wo wir herkommen.
Already? You kids need to train more.
She's right. We don't have time to catch our breath.
Someone's got a lot of pep in his step.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
With the double demon back! Orochi's Fury!
Purge malevolence!
Destruction!
They're surrounding us!
I'm ready!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Double demon fang!
Certainly
Orochi's
not.
Fury!
I'm ready! Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
On guard!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Double demon!
Shut him down!
I'm ready!
Orochi's Fury!
All yours, Kisara!
Dance in the
Snake
wind!
of the abyssal
Double
deep!
demon
Clear
fang!
her of the path!
Mine!
More for the
Orochi's Fury!
side! Now!
Tiger Blade!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Trapped in darkness, pierced by light.
I call it the Rindo Special.
That's far enough!
Destruction! Orochi's Fury!
Elusive deity!
Orochi's Fury!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
You picked the wrong fight!
Shine!
Orochi's Fury!
Force of regeneration!
On guard!
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side. I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Leave the enemy's arms to me!
Orochi's Fury!
No complaints here! I thought you were going to wreck the
Dohalim!
place. Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Going in!
Certainly not.
Orochi's Fury!
Make it rain!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
The heavens must be smiling. In the water's edge, I see but for a moment one Ganeth Harrows.
I hate to break it to you, man, but what you're saying isn't deep at all. You've collected an awful lot of those objects. You sure it's not just junk?
Hush. Be quiet for a moment. The pieces speak to me.
What?
These relics that have scattered about. I can hear them whispering, longing to reunite with their lost friends and become one again.
Really? Do you hear any voices coming from them, Rinwell?
What? No! Don't get me wrong. I'm really interested in these things too, but I'm not crazy.
But don't you sometimes mutter stuff like, "Come to me, astral energy," when you cast your arts?
You're right. Oh my gosh. Are Dohalim and I actually alike?
Its charm really shines through now that it's been reassembled. Its streamlined shape, its geometric patterns. This is no mere amateur's work.
He's in his own little world at this point.
You get just like him when it comes to weapons, you know.
You're right. Oh my gosh. Am I just like Dohalim?
Huh? Why are you guys so quiet all of a sudden?
Ja, in Wirklichkeit sind alle Dohalim. Ich find's witzig, dass gerade jetzt so eine Sequenz kam, weil ich auch gerade drüber nachgedacht habe, was das für ein Teil ist, was ich da gefunden habe. Und was ich damit dann bitte schön anfangen soll. Wie er sagt, sind wir uns sicher, dass es nicht nur Tröde ist? Aber es wird schon irgendwie seinen Sinn haben, gehe ich mal von aus.
Wow!
So. Da sind wir wieder. Dann wollen wir da mal hin.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look! There it is!
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelegion's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught. Though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that!
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh,
Sorry.
So. Ich werde die Karte öffnen. Okay, hier geht's also noch weiter. Ja. Dann würde ich jetzt wieder ausmachen. Und wir hören uns dann beim nächsten Mal. Tschüss.